Hello and welcome to Biblical Theology. Today we will speak about Jeremiah. Jeremiah prophesied that all nations would gather in Jerusalem to honour the name of the Lord, found in chapter 3 verse 17 of the NIV. Hazor will be desolated, chapter 49 verse 33. The Babylonian captivity would end when the 70 years ended, Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 10. It lasted 68 years, from 605 BC to 537 BC, from the capture of the land of Israel by Babylon and the exile of a small number of hostages, including Daniel, Hananiah, Azariah and Mishael, which is in Daniel chapter 1 verses 1 to 4. It lasted 60 years, from 597 to 537 BC, before the deportation of the 10,000 elite, which is found in 2 Kings chapter 24 verse 14, including Jehoiakim and Ezekiel. Though there is a discrepancy with Jeremiah's numbers of exiles in Jeremiah 52, 28 to 30, it lasted 49 years, from 586 to 537 BC, from the exile of the majority of Judah. 2 Kings chapter 25 verse 11, including Jeremiah, who was taken to Egypt and leaving behind a poor remnant, in 2 Kings chapter 25:12. However, some Christian scholars try to explain the figure in a different way, stating that Jeremiah gave a round number. The kings of the Medes would take vengeance on Babylon, Jeremiah 51 verse 11. Christian commentaries have considered the conquering Persian force an alliance between the Persians and the Medes. One suggests the use of the term Medes is due to earlier recognition among the Jews and because the generals of Cyrus were apparently Medes. Jeremiah prophesied that Babylon would be destroyed at the end of 70 years. In chapter 25:12, Babylon fell to the Persians under Cyrus in 539 BC. 66, 58 or 47 years after the beginning of Babylonian exile, depending on how you count. According to Daniel chapter 5 verse 31, it was the currently unidentified Darius the Mede who captured Babylon. Babylon would never again be inhabited, chapter 50 verse 39. Saddam Hussein began to reconstruct it in 1985, but was abruptly halted by the invasion of Iraq. Iraqi leaders and the UN officials now plan to restore Babylon. The Levitical priest shall never lack a man in my presence to offer burnt offerings, to burn cereal offerings, and to make sacrifices forever. The destruction of the temple by the Romans in 70 brought an end to the Jewish sacrificial system. Christians have stated this refers to the millennium in which Christ reigns for 1,000 years, since Jeremiah chapter 33:18 goes along with the eternal reign and the line of David in verses 21 to 22. God will make Jerusalem a heap of ruins, a haunt of jackals, and will lay waste the towns of Judah so no one can live there. God will have compassion on Israel and cause them to return to the land after scattering them among the nations. These are found in chapters 12 verse 14, 15, chapter 31 8 to 10 and chapter 33 verse 7.